I will. Alright, this is what I call the Clare Trail. We're starting in New Edinburgh. There's a beautiful parking spot back there. I don't know if you caught it as I was leaving. That's where it used to get down to the old bridge that crossed the Sisaboo and then into Weymouth. Bit of a parking spot there, which is nice. I mean, people like me, an old, I guess, New Brunswicker, can park there and hit the trails. Hopefully people come down and spend money. I do while I'm here, of course. We're going to cross the old, what do they call it, number 1? It goes from Weymouth to Clare, or I used to say the old way. Now we have the 101, the bypass. They started that in the, I think late 70s, into the early 80s. So this has become a secondary road. We're just coming up to it. I did this at least 25 years ago on a Marin mountain bike with no battery. I was a lot younger back then. Didn't need a battery. Now I need a battery. Really, really helps. So I'm gonna stop up here and get some pictures. Second here. Heavy bike. Heavy bike. See if I can get my don't want it to roll downhill. Alright, we'll just stop for a second. All right, let's get on the trail here. I wanted to get some pictures anyway. I lowered my tire pressure. I was probably running 15s on the 4.8-inch Maxxis tires. I dropped it down to 10. It's given me a little bit better ride on the bumps. Looks like some work's been done here, not just on the sides, but I can see we're in some sort of scraper is scraped. I'd love it if it was all like this. I'm probably gonna cut out my Digby run. I like the Weymouth to North Range, but man, after that towards Digby, horrible. That's where I damaged my bike, bent the seat mount, and broke my rack. No rack today, I got a backpack. Very light backpack. Now we have a lake here. Of course, I've been away for 30-something years. I'll have to look and see what lake this is. I think it's like Journey's Lake? Can I guess? Journeys Lake? Oh, of course it's not on the map, but I think it's Journeys Lake. I'm just gonna stop. I'm gonna play tourist today. Sorry about that, but I play tourist and take a picture of this. Okay, so too many photo ops. Let's get moving. Let's get going. My God, if I keep stopping and taking pictures. All right, so here we go again. Trail's looking mighty fine so far, but I mean, this is probably where they do a lot of work, but I would expect in Clare it would be kept up really nice. It's just the kind of people they are down here. They really care about things. Got my new t-shirt on. I think, is it Megadeth? I found it at the Boathouse. I got so many musical t-shirts and old gamer t-shirts, conversation pieces. Now this is the Ohio Road. They call it Township Line Road, but I know it as the Ohio Road. Usually pretty quiet. Not many vehicles. Oh look, some culvert work. Nice to see. Beautiful road so far, I'm impressed. If it stays like this, I'm going to go all the way to Hectanuga. I don't really want to get too far back in the woods away from cell need rescuing, breakdown or something. Somebody can get to me by vehicle. That probably would give me, I bet, Hectanuga, I thought it was, no, past Hectanuga, yeah, it would be 40K. I think Matagan or so, 30K? Sort of like going to Digby from Weymouth. We'll see anyway. This app doesn't totally show it well. Next stop will be Church Point Station. I'll shut my phone off. I know where I'm going. And we have a walker. Gee, you don't see many people down on these trails. It's so unpopulated. A little bumpy here. We have a well-behaved puppy. Well-behaved puppy having fun.
He's learning very quickly.
Always nice to see the dogs out on the trail. They have as much fun as the humans do out here. Alright, which bridge is this? I'm not sure which brook this is. Actually, you know what? I'm going to take my time today. And I'm going to stop here. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. What is this now? I mean, people might want to know. Oh, where does this brook come out? Oh, this is part of... There's a couple of brooks. This one actually feeds into another one that we're missing just behind us. And it comes out in Bellevue Cove. I mean, everybody knows at Bellevue Cove by the wharf where the brook comes out. So this is it. Wow. Okay, I might be a tourist today, but let's get this show on the road. I want to cover a few kilometers today and see as much as I can. We do have some rain coming in later. Like as in later alligator. Okay, get my tire pressure monitoring system on in case we get any problems with the tires. It sends a warning out, an audible warning, when my pressure gets below like 8.7 pounds. Don't ask me why 8.7. It's just the way the software works. Okay, so we're sort of in back of Bellavus Cove. What's this road here? This Highway 10. Oh, Highway 101? No, there's one before it. I want to fall off my bike. Well, there's a woods road before Majors Road. This is before Majors Road. Whatever this tunnel is, it's a small road. Then the 101, then Majors Road. So I'm thinking this is just one of those little tractor roads or something. Figure things out. Oh, there's a four-wheeler trail. That's nice. Trail for the four-wheelers to get down to Bellavus Cove, I guess. Or no, this is a road. So this is the road. What's this next road? Tunnel up ahead. Boy, I'm gonna have to come back and do some more exploring. It's been so long since I've been down these back roads. As you get closer to Soniaville, I spent a lot of time hiking, canoeing, and camping, partying around that area, but up towards Bellavus Cove, not so much. Now this says Highway 101. And then Majors Road after that. The things you don't know about. I mean, I came through this trail a long time ago, but I don't remember a tunnel under the 101, but I guess this is the 101. Got to turn my camera off. There we go. Or sorry, my phone was so bright I couldn't see through the tunnel. There, now I can see. Whew. Yeah, my phone lit right up. So yeah, that's the 101 behind us. And it looks like they did some approach work here too. Good drainage, although the road's a little rough. That's why I have those tires. And here's the four-wheelers. This probably parked up by Majors Road to access the trail. We need more recreation though. I mean, people spending money, dining out, buying gas, keeping people employed, good weekend recreation. E-bikes, four-wheelers, dirt bikes. Hey look, as long as you respect some rules of the road and respect each other, I don't care what you drive. Just go out and have fun. So this is Majors Road here. And there's another tunnel, probably I'm guessing for the 401. Oh, I forgot to reset my odometer. Oh well. I've got it on my phone. There's always multiple backups. Or did I? Hold on. Oh no, I did reset my odometer. It was showing me my max speed. Yeah, we've done 7 kilometers so far. The lower tire pressure is helping a little bit with the bounce. It's a much softer ride. Try Try setting my shocks. There we go. Set my shocks a little lower. I love the adjustable shocks. A little softer ride in the front, easier on the hands and the arms. The train tracks aren't perfectly level, but I guess the momentum of having a train, a long train, would kind of push it up the hills, coast down the hills. Oh look, they have the horsetail weeds down here too, all along the bank. I'll just pull over here, let this guy go by here, since I've got, there we go. Take a little breather for a second and stretch. Whew. I always stop, let people by because I need a break. If I don't, I'll just keep pedaling. Or a drink. I'll probably go another 10K and then I'll start getting some energy back for my muscles. Not sweating as much today. It's really a lot cooler. It was supposed to be a high of 20, but it kind of feels like 18 or 20. Now I think on our right is Bellevue Lake. I'm pretty sure because when I got my first canoe, my very first canoe I bought, I came back here and canoed it in November, alone, like everything else. It's a very shallow lake. There's a little bit of skim of ice on it, but I loved canoeing right up until it got, dangerously cold. Always bring a change of clothes and, be safe. Beautiful, beautiful trail. Wow. Love this. Whew, few little bumps here. I'll know when I get to Church Point Station. I really don't need my trail map. I recognize everything. First 23 or 3 years of my life I spent in this area. Sort of like Fredericton, you know. Looks a little bit different on the trails, but after a few trips I figured out, oh yeah, I've been on this road before. Hard to tell when you pop out of the woods what road you're on, but here I pretty well know. Now I doubt if there's any cars. You never know if there's a four-wheeler. Well, it could be, oh, it could be a car here. Not likely, but I'm not taking a chance. Looks like sun in the distance. Now, straight ahead is where the weather comes from. Like that's towards Maine. So most of the weather would kind of come from there, the majority. So it looks, hopefully that's where it's coming from, and we got a little bit of a break. Later this afternoon, it's supposed to like be a chance of a sprinkle. If you look overhead and behind, there's heavier cloud and lighter up ahead. There's kind of waves of moisture coming through. No storm fronts yet. Always got to track the weather because I don't like getting wet. The bike and equipment's all weatherproof, but I'm not. Thinking we should be at Church Point Station soon. My legs are telling me. I find with the battery, like there's a sweet spot where you'll get the maximum battery life and the maximum workout without killing yourself. Of course, I got my watch here, and Google AI monitors my heart rate zone, so it tells me where I need to keep it, you know, for the optimum training, and so I don't overdo it. So between the battery, my legs, and Google AI, we get a good workout and cover the most distance we can. Feel a bit of downhill because the battery's doing nothing and my legs are doing everything. Now this bike doesn't have cadence set up, just torque. So how hard I press is how fast the bike goes. So I try to get in a rhythm with torque, and I'm pretty good at using torque to get a rhythm, because this is the first bike I started out on. I'm still trying to get used to the cadence in my other bike. recognize this Church Point Station. I can just tell by the scenery. I can tell by the trail. Just to the left, if we go up the road, are two 90-degree bends. The famous two 90-degree bends in the road. I'll stay off that road because, sorry, there's fast drivers on some of these back roads of Clare. That's a fact, Jack. Oh, I gotta stop in Soniaville and take some pictures about the song they wrote about that area. Here we go, Church Point Station. And there's the 101 over to our left again. Alright, so let's make our way for Littlebrook Station. What's after that? Soniaville Station? Oh, nice crushed rock here. Beautiful. Couple of ruts, but what do you expect with four-wheelers? Won't take much to level this back out again. This is a dream to drive on though, wow. I'm impressed. I'm going to be able to average, well, maybe not average, but close average to 30 kilometers an hour. I mean, I'm doing 30, so just a beautiful, smooth road, smooth trail. Littlebrook Station, like I said. Littlebrook Station coming up. got headwinds now. That'll be nice on the way back. Be like driving with no wind. Right now it's like a gale. You got 30k to 20k. That's like 50k headwinds. Oh man, I love this trail though. "40 kilometers an hour. I don't think I can do that, but I guess that's for four-wheelers, but Little Brook. I think Soniaville is next. Well, Little Brook. Soniaville's next, I think. There's going to be a lot of like access roads, but like PF Bow Road and other roads, but major roads or major villages. Soniaville Station. Take a quick break there, probably have a drink. Let the four-wheelers by. I think he's a little quicker than me. You know, 20 to 30. He can do up to 40. I'm not going to keep up to him because of the dust. Let the dust blow away. Let him get ahead a little bit. Let the wind do its thing. Nobody said riding the trails is clean. Between mud and dust, mud or the dust. There's not much in between. All right, so back to the rail bed. Still not bad. Yeah, that's why I got a mirror. Can't always hear four-wheelers with the wind and everything and the tires on the road, but now, oh yeah, PF Camo Road. PF Camo. Oh crap, that's right, there is another road here. Some benches. Sponsored benches. All right, PF Camo. I know that road. Where is that? Oh, isn't that up by the golf course? Anyway, T-Mall Road. Oh, I forget a lot of these backwoods roads now after all these years. Of course, today I had to put my saddle pack into a backpack. What I don't like is your back gets so sweaty. So anyway, I need to bring my drinks and my jacket, my bug spray, spare batteries. It is what it is. We'll get a heavy duty rack. We'll engineer something ourselves. that sun is, I still see blue sky up ahead, but it's not getting here yet. It's still cool, pleasantly on the cooler side. Maybe a degree or two warmer would be nice, but oh well, can't have everything. Sonyaville Road, here we go. This is the first one. This is the first one, and then the next one is up by the old Gilbert store. Gilbert Shoot? Anyway. Yeah, this is the first Sonyaville Road. Yeah. Oh no, this is Sonyaville. Oh no, we are. Haha, here we are. Sonyaville Station. Okay, I'm a little mixed up. Sonyaville Station. So I'm going to take some pictures and take a break. You know, I'll keep it rolling. Take a peek around. Oh, gee. Whew. I don't like to edit a lot of my content, so we'll just keep it running. All right, get a few photographs. Now, in Sonyaville, of course. Sonyaville, what's next? Metegan. Sonyaville, yeah. Sonyaville Station, Bangor, Metegan Station, Maxwellton. I'd like to get maybe, I don't want to go much further. I don't want to go to Norwood or way back there, but Maxwellton would be nice. That's where I canoed years ago. Maybe Maxwellton. Get a drink here. Flies aren't too bad. A few flies, no mosquitoes, a lot of flies. Fly season. Whew. We do have that blue sky. I'm starting to see it a little bit more. Well, flies. Not gonna make a meal out of me. Whew. On the road again. In Sonyaville Station. Over to the left here, this is Melbourne Muse's property. It's where he used to live. Nice property. He was a steward of the land, and he was on his own land as well. Beavers used to come in here, I remember, and dam up the place. Yeah, his house would be just up here to the left. That would have been all his property. Yeah, we used to get down and see beavers would come right up on his lawn. Alright, well, let's push on. Like I said, I'd like to get to Maxwellton today. It's not that much further, I don't think, but go through Matagan Station, Sonyville Station, Matagan Station. We're really close to Sonyville Station. I mean, we're in Sonyville. Well, yeah, I think Sonyville Station's ahead, even though that's called Sonyville Station. Anyway, this is all like Sonyville Station. Sonyville's out where Camo Seafoods is and Camo's store. So everything's a station back here because the rail line didn't run near the ocean, it ran inland where we are now. So this is kind of like all Sonyville Station here. Really easy pedal, easy on batteries, easy on tires. After going to Digby on the trail, this is like the 101. This is like Trans-Canada. So we're still like in Sonyville Station here. Duffy Road. Jeez, I was trying to think of the name of that road. Duffy Road. Gone through there in 4x4s many, many decades ago. I remember some bridges up here. I don't know if they were kept up. I know some were torn down, but you could go around them. They just went over some roadways. So you could go down and cross the road and We'll find out. That's what we're here for. We're here to explore. Blue sky. I hope it gets this way. I like to feel the sun. Again to Yarmouth. Now there should be a bridge, Bangor. Is the bridge here, the Bangor Road goes by the Matagan River, I believe. Might have to stop up here. I mean, there's a way across the river. You can take the road, and it's not many cars, but there was a bridge. Oh, they got a little bridge. Okay, yeah. They wouldn't keep that big bridge, I wouldn't think. Yeah, small bridge. Oh, yeah, Motang? Yeah. Here we go. Yeah, I remember this. Hold on, Bangor. I'm trying to get my bearings. Let's just go up the road here for a little bit. Trying to visualize. Oh, Bangor. Jeez, hold on. Yeah, now I remember. Yeah. Now I remember. This isn't it. Wrong place. But I did canoe this when I was a lot younger. Holy smokes, a lot more water too. Okay, Bangor, yes. So. Battery check. Oh, we're still doing good on the battery. We haven't been gone that long. What, about an hour? 1 hour. Sun's trying to peek out. Now, I wouldn't expect the trail to be perfect back this way because we're starting to get a little more off the beaten path. Still in really good shape. Hagen Station, yeah. I recognize this place. I forgot. Geez, I know the roads so well. There we are, Hagen Station. Yeah, look at this beautiful sun coming our way. Over this way is a lot of clouds and rain. Scoot across the hill right there. All right. I don't think, no, I've never been back here ever in my life on my bike. I think I started more towards Soniaville and went to Weymouth years ago. So this is uncharted territory, but I would like to go back. We're really close to Maxwellton. I got lots of battery and everything, but I don't want to get too far in the woods. I want to have some cell stuff, although the weather's cooperating. There's enough wind that if I had to walk a bit, the bugs aren't crazy, and I got my spray with me, so heck? Oh, D'Entremont Road. D'Entremont Road. Oh, yeah. Oh, I know where we are. I don't know how to describe it, but if you're going to the canoe trip on the second day, you put in and put out up here. Is it up here? Oh no, sorry. Well, we always put in up by the Bangor train bridge. We're going to see it soon. Now let me correct myself. That is the road you would take to put in and put out on the first day of the canoe trip. And then there's a side road to the right. Is this it? Yeah, this is the road. Maxwellton Road? Maxwellton Road? Anyway, this is the one we would take and we would put in, instead of starting at the lake, we'd cut out a little bit of the crappy lake paddling and start up in the river. Yeah, Maxwellton, I just saw the sign. Wow, work going on here. That's awesome. Good drainage, cleaning the sides. Smells like mud. And it's time for a little break, I guess. Oh. Whew. Ah, time to stretch, I guess. Oh, they're getting off. Well, we'll let them go. Let them go off, because I would have run them over anyway by now. Let some of the smoke clear. So we're almost in Maxwellton. So go a little bit further. I got lots of battery and the road's nice. So now, is this a trail for four-wheelers? Francis Maston Lane. Oh, that's an actual road. Okay, so Norwood Road. Okay, that's a road. So many places you can just get lost. Literally get lost up here. So I missed the Dust Bowl, which is great. Lucky me. Oh, here we are. This is what I was looking for. Yeah, this is the put in. Where we put in for the second day of the canoe trip. All right. There we go. I'll just stop here for a minute. Angle the camera. Look, the sun's coming out. Beautiful. Oh, I see a heron over there. I'm gonna move the bike over here. I didn't see there's a place to sit. Let's just, ooh. And there's a crap ton of poison ivy. Oh, look at all the poison ivy. Yeah, I'm gonna just keep this playing because, wow, what a beautiful day here. Snap some photos. Poison ivy. Okay, so Maxwellton, I've kind of made my goal 30 kilometers. See, Norwood, oh yeah, we're getting a little far into the woods. Actually, I want to go between Salmon Lake and English Lake. I think I'll go up to English Lake or Elizabeth Estate Road and head back. Yeah, I think I'll go up a little further, 3K, 5K max. All right. Don't mind me, I'm just trying to figure out where some of the areas were on the canoe trip here. Well, they call this English Lake, but I think it's Clearwater Lake. I can tell when I can see better. Where is it? Oh gee, I'm disoriented. I'm discombobulated. Yeah, I think Clearwater Lake. I'm sure it is, because I remember coming across here. Well, maybe not. No. Oh, maybe not. I'm confused. Oh, no. I'm way off. I'm looking at the map. No, Clearwater Lake. Yeah. I'm way off. That is English Lake. Jeez. Correction. My mistake. So Oh, if I could just get over these bumps. Every time I hit a bump, I reset my map here. So 31 kilometers. I'm gonna stop. Can't see my map. You know, I really don't want to go much further than this. I think I'm gonna turn around. Let's just go up a little ways here, just a few hundred meters. I think I'm gonna change batteries, take a stretch, hydrate, and then we're gonna do the run back. Little roadway thing here. I don't know, a little place to stop. Watch out for poison ivy. Maybe I'll just back up over here. All right, well, almost 32 kilometers. We're officially past Maxwellton. So I think I'll keep my battery and we'll stop for battery change in a bit. I'll just use up this battery. All right, well, I'll be back shortly. Welcome back. Well, we're 32 kilometers out, Maxwellton. This is about as far as I'm going to go before we head into the woods. I do have cellular communication, so that's great. You know, knowing back here I can get a hold of somebody if I have a breakdown. So we're going to head back. I mean, 32 is great. That'll be 64 minimum on the way back. Keeping the battery in for now. We're at 42%. I'll run it down quite a ways before we change. And I really wanted to go up, like I was talking in the other video on the way down. I wanted to go to Clearwater Lake, where I used to go on the Clare canoe trip. Now there's a little bit of road, but heck, there's no cars or anything, and people are pretty good here for the most part on the back roads. The main roads, the main paved roads aren't as good. I just got word up in Weymouth there was a passing shower. We missed it, but oh boy, doesn't look good. The wind's picking up, temperature's dropping, and we might get a little shower. Probably a little gust front coming through, probably get windy, who knows, a few sprinkles. So now I gotta figure out, I looked already, a little bit further. Oh yeah, we got a little ways to go. I'm trying to figure out how to get to Clearwater Lake. We had some sunshine a little bit there earlier, but now this is passing over. The radar looks good. It is a lot colder now. Bit of like a cold front. Any weather people out there? Brr. I might have to put my windbreaker on. That's why you always bring one, always, especially in Nova Scotia. Watch for four-wheelers, dirt bikes, fast trucks. Good old Nova Scotia. Coming back from Digby the other day, it started spattering rain, and the same today. Well, I'm going to get up here a little closer. Protect from the wind and throw my jacket on. I'm feeling some fitting going on. Let's get that out right now. Whew. Needs to be comfortable. Oh yeah. Now watch. It won't rain. Put the jacket on. Yeah, I feel a few spits, but oh, radar's not perfect. Oh, yuck. Rain! Rain or mist. Well, I feel it, but I mean, there'll be some condensation. And here I was hoping for that nice, beautiful blue sky and sun. Feel the wind. I thought it was going to be a tailwind, but we are heading sort of south. We're heading back towards the shore in Weymouth, so I'm not going under any trees in the grass, that's for sure. I don't know if there's any ticks around here yet or still, or there's areas where they're not too bad. They weren't too bad in Weymouth. Old buildings up there to the left. Oh, I think that's where the road goes. Yeah, in there, Clearwater Lake. Now it's miserable. It's like, I want to go home. Yeah. Power through it, I guess. really raining up there. Yeah, like I said, today's going to be sprinkles. It's a lot better at under 20. Feels better. Feels like walking in the rain, not like getting a shower. Oh, that blue sky is starting to disappear. Oh well, I'll pace it for a bit here. I didn't think there'd be many vehicles passing back here. Land of the Crown, the King's Land. Sign back there. Miserable. Not so miserable when you're on a bike, but you know, it's not like November rain. But then again, this is Nova Scotia June rain off the bay or ocean. I'm not soaked, but it's extremely light. I think I'm just fooling myself when it feels like there's some sun behind us. I mean, it's not totally cloudy out, but and I'm not going in undercover and going in any grass. There's nothing overhanging here. Oh well, yeah, it'd be nice to have a tunnel, but no tunnels either. That's way back. No such timing. No good luck. Yeah, I always like to carry a jacket. The legs are busy working and they're big muscles, but keep the body warm. Keep the rain out. Now, if you're tired of the weather here in Nova Scotia, wait 5 minutes and wait until you see. It'll be totally different then. Probably be snowing. I'm taking station. We're getting there. Something flew in my ear. It flew out. Oh, you never know what's gonna run into you out here, as long as it's not a deer. I'm taking station. Out by the shoreline, it'll be worse. We're heading that way, heading north, I think. Now that high school road, or where is that? Down this way. Close to the high school. Whew. Yeah, you can smell the earth now with just enough rain to have that rainy smell. With some grass cuttings. Nice in there. I don't feel like stopping and changing the battery yet. We're at 31%. We'll see how I do. I got the spare with me. I got it strapped super solid right to the frame so it doesn't jostle around. It's starting to clear off a little bit. Wasn't much rain, thank goodness. Station. Yeah, Bangor is just up that way. Oh, I could stop here if I was worried about rain, but I don't think it's going to rain. Well, anymore. It's no good to wait. Try to wait. Out here to bike, not to sit around. I know the temperature dropped significantly. My tires, you can tell with the pressure's dropped slightly. That means it's, well, the sun's not on them or something. They should still be generating heat. Breaking up and clearing over there, but your typical June day. Glasses have droplets on them now. Oh. Always quiet here. Okay, let's stop here for a minute. And oh, actually, that makes a nice rest here. Table. Here we go. So, need my keys to unlock the battery. I'll switch around. So that one. Alright, so I've got a special flame-proof lithium battery case. In case it gets damaged, it will a Kevlar or something in it to insulate. Okay, so there's, well, that's the replacement battery. So the one we were the battery we were initially testing or had problems with that came with the bike was this one, the original one. But so far, I mean, it seems to be good. I reset the battery management system. Like sometimes I was running around the neighborhood and I would just charge it a little bit, like keep it, you know, under 8 or at 80 to 85%. It's not as hard on the battery, but I think that the battery management system thought, I don't know, in layman's terms, thought that it was like only worked between like 20 and 80. So I fully charged it, fully discharged it, and during that discharge period, when it went down to 20, but it went down quickly, like from 100. Let me see, from 100 to hang on here. I'm trying to think. I'm thinking two things at once. I'm trying to think how I did this. Oh, over this way. Yeah. So the when we discharged it, it discharged quickly from like 90 down to 40 or 50 or something, and then after that it was like it was normal. Oh geez, really having problems with this. Yeah, so a quick discharge at first, so then I charged it up again, and then once it charged, it went down normal, and I went down to 20, charged it back to 100, so then it started to seem to cycle back and forth, if you saw my hand, back and forth. So now it works well, but since I had two batteries, I kind of backed up with the good battery. So I'd start with what I considered the bad battery and put it through a cycle. So the first time I really had to replace it quickly because it went down quickly. So then I'd go home and charge them, and I'd start with the so-called bad battery again. And so anyway, that's how I solved that. So, okay, under, center it. Oh, sorry. There, that's okay. I want that solid. And there's a bar, a mounting bar in the back, and I make sure that touches the seat post because I don't want the battery damaged. Now, it's in the bag, and the other thing is it's really extremely tight on the frame with padding. So this battery does not get shocked at all. It's not too tight, but it's snug to the frame. There we go. Snug. So back on. So the replacement battery, I can't see it doing any better than the original battery. The battery seems to be working fine. And a replacement battery, 100%. Password, hope no bears are coming. Password in, oh, an E22, here we go. E22. Error, lovely. That happened before. So, E22. Let's turn it off again. Oh, lovely. E22 error, tow bike. Turn it back on. Oh, wrong password. So we have a throttle error. Okay, put my backpack on too soon. I gotta drain the circuit. Oh, sometimes I wonder. No, I wasn't holding the brake levers when I put it back on, was I? That can induce an error. Thought normally I'd just stand here and do the password. E22 error. Well, I don't need the throttle, but what the heck? Don't need the throttle, geez. Anyway, good little break. Oh, now the throttle works. The error's gone. Where are we headed to? Oh yeah, the other part of Sonyaville Station. By the Quick Way store. Now I can dry my glasses. There's some blue sky down by the ocean, but wouldn't trust it. Now I suppose if it was really raining, you could go under the canopy here. They have a camera, but get away from the rain. We'll just hope for good weather on the way back. taking a chance. There's probably no cars, but probably is not a good statistic. Willowbrook Station, I think, yeah. That's more rain. Lovely. I can see it up ahead. Pretty heavy up there, about 1 kilometer, but oh well. We're getting there. We'll be Church Point next stop. Choo choo, Church Point. There. Try to make it look like I don't have far to go. I can see where there's no cell now because it I don't know if all trails added, let me say 4850, yeah, it added the part we're missing on the trail because probably recorded it in the phone, but it couldn't send it up to their servers. A lot warmer now that we're inland and further away from Metagan. It's always cold down that way. Oh boy, is it ever raining up ahead. I'm not going to be in a big rush. Let that pass. Woohoo! It's coming down up there. Is it coming this way? I hope not. Holy. That's some rain. Well, at least it won't be dusty. Wow. Yeah, this is like downtown Fredericton speed. I'd be forever back in these parts. We were doing about 30. The trail's so nice. I mean, there's a bit of a berm in the middle and tracks, but it's really hard packed and smooth. So yeah, look at the rain up there. Jeez. Not going back, but fairly drier back there. Oh yeah, coming a little bit this way. Oh well. Let's go a little slower, I guess. Yep, coming this way. Love the summer rain. It's so cold. Jacket's helping really well. I mean, to keep the wind out, to reduce the wind chill, really. Yeah, here's that rain. Maybe we should just punch through it. It looks like it's clearing up ahead. That's the type of day. It's not rainstorm or anything. It's just going to be some cold air mixing with the warm and precipitating a little bit on us. I think that's what the meteorologists say. Gee, now it gets lighter. It's almost like the sun's going to come out. Kick her up a little notch here. Maybe we just punch through that. Close to Church Point Station, and then you look and it's like, oh no, way in the distance, our next stop. This is kind of our last stop till we get into, where do we get into? Basically Weymouth? Well, I don't think they did stop. Well, they'd stop in Soniaville. I don't know how did you get your ticket? I think you got it when you got on board, but at Soniaville Station, the train would slow down. I think if they saw people there, and then they would stop and you could get on where that building was. And it wasn't a building either. You usually park on the side of the road in your car, and you hop on the train and choo-choo away it goes. get on and pay with cash, of course. Have to have the cash with you. No debit on trains like that. And go to Halifax through here. So if you could travel back in time in a DeLorean, you could actually watch me go by on the train here, going to Halifax. Hey look, the bay is blue over there. But all around us, well, up ahead looks a little bit nice. Kind of looks like we're going into maybe some nicer weather. It looks better every minute now. I got a good pace going though. Oh, it's a battery, but no need to rush it. Still nice out here. Who knows where this video will go, or any of these. 1,000 years, they'll be YouTubing this and be a metropolis or something here, who knows. Yeah. Paved all the way to Halifax. .500-mile-an-hour bikes. Now it's cross country to is it St. Bernard? Yeah. I don't know how far. A few kilometers. Get a fix on the scale. Oh, I don't really. Okay. Can't really tell the scale real well on this, but it's several kilometers. I wouldn't say more than 5. Best trail I've been on by far when you look at like everything. Factor in everything except the weather. It's a nice trail. Yeah, but just my luck, four-wheeler be coming through there. Trans-Canada, Highway 101, the Trans-Canada of Nova Scotia. Just heard it up there, so. Big truck, I'm like, is that an airplane? It couldn't be a four-wheeler behind me. It's like, no, I saw a big tractor trailer through the woods. I don't need to turn my phone on to see because I know where all these roads are. We're getting closer to home. I looked at my gloves today and I go, no, it's summer. Tomorrow's first day of summer. Like arthritis and stuff, like I'll have to start carrying my gloves. Certain things I gotta do, jacket, gloves. Oh, four-wheeler? No, this is like a road. Yeah. Actual road. I remember that now. There was a road. There was a highway over there. That wasn't really a tractor trailer driving through the woods. So we'll hit that big long tunnel. I'll keep my phone off this time. Man, that blinded my eyes and it was dark in the tunnel. Oh, it was dark in the tunnel. Couldn't see a darn thing. Then my light kicks in. It's like, hey, it's night. So my headlight turns on the bike. At least that way I knew if I was up or down. warmer, awful humid out. Flaring again. I hope. I keep saying that, but to our left, sun and ahead. We're far enough down, I think we got the worst of it. It's pretty damp here. And I guess Weymouth got quite a bit of rain earlier. When we were in Hectanuga, when I was off camera. Got a cell connection. Wow. Hectanuga has cell. Good thing. I noticed there was just one little stretch that didn't have communication, and it showed up in the when I was charting the maps because it needs cell signal, so that automatically says no cell signal. That's what it tells me. Probably should have went into Clearwater Lake, but it's getting miserable. That rain was miserable. Just cold. It just got cold. Not bad now. Oh, we know it's what, 2.6 meters? That's a small culvert. Right under the Highway 101 de-armor. Now, here's where I don't have my camera on because it gets, see the hole, but it gets dark, like dark in here. There, and then my light comes on. There. It's just odd, you know, it's like the hole isn't big enough to let light in, and the eyes are out in the light here, and then in the dark it's like, ah, I hardly see a thing in there. Okay, now where was this? We should be back on Ohio Road. No, these are probably some woods access roads. Yeah, we're not too near Ohio yet. Oh, let me put my phone back on. Dick Tebow Road. And then we get to Ohio. Well, we're getting there. We're slowly getting there. No rogue four-wheelers. You see it rained here. There's some water. Well, we'll probably be back before any rain. Checking my tire pressures are a little lower because it's cooler out than it was. Deer. I saw a deer up ahead. Nice looking deer. Up by these holes. I'm not slowing down for the deer. I don't want to hit these potholes. Yeah, I went in the woods here on the right. He's hidden. Never good down one side of potholes. You go one side's better, the other side's better, because everybody weaves around, takes the best spots, or what was that? I don't think there's anything off the bike. Oh, jeez. Piece of wood. Oops. piece of wood flew up and hit the bike and went tink, and I thought, oh no, something fell off the bike. I'm turning the corner here and I pulled too hard on the battery and it came undone. There we go. That was quite the clink. Like, what? Lose something? Lose a pedal, I could use the throttle back. St. Bernard. Well, 340. So St. Bernard is to our left. 340? I think it is. We're getting really close to home. Almost 65 kilometers so far. almost back. It's close. Oh, a lot of rain fell here. There's almost puddles. Got really wet here earlier, but I was looking at the radar and there was a big cloud went over Weymouth, but we're basically here. We're back just past this road. We're less than a kilometer away, I think. Yeah, pretty sure. Highway 1 through Weymouth and Clare. Yeah, here we are. There's the gas bar. So I guess you could take registered license ATVs down to the Irving gas bar. I guess that'd be good for Weymouth. I mean, get some food, snacks, get some gas. It's a hotel down there. You should be able to park your four-wheeler and go there. Well, here we are, almost blue sky and not too much for rain on the ground. It rained back there. Look at the down at the road on my right here. It's wet. Looks like it's really evaporated here, or I don't know how it could rain down there like that and not here, but lupin country, just in time to see the lupins. Riverside Road that takes you to New Edinburgh. Paved road to the right. There you go. New Edinburgh. We're going into New Edinburgh right here. Oh, maybe so. Look, there's more rain here. The ground's really wet. Maybe that did pass down there. And here we are, back to our vehicle. Car coming, but we can make it here. Oh yeah, it did rain, but then it's dry here. Maybe it's just the ground soaks it up better. Well, there we go. Oh, that was a haul. A haul and a half. Whew. Keep it running for a second. Well, we'll sign off for now. 63.2 kilometers. Weymouth to Maxwellton in Clare. Beautiful trail. My goodness. That's the one you want to do. Stop in Weymouth and head